Hey, what's up? It is time for more Cowboy Bebop. This is episode 15. In the last episode, it was like the chess master episode, right? Where Ed was playing chess with a chess master and we were tracking him down. That was a good episode. I really ended up enjoying that a lot. I liked having a focus on Ed, kind of, for an episode. I mean, we didn't get much focus on her, but like we got the slightest bit of... She was actually a major part of the narrative of the episode, where I feel like a lot of the time she has just kind of been in the background and doing silly things. So I hope we see more Ed, but I mean, you know, this show has been so great. Let's jump into episode 15, see what's there. So make sure to support the video if you can, liking, commenting, and subscribing. And I have a Patreon account where you can get the full-length reactions and early access, which means you can get next week's episode on my Patreon account in full length right now, so go check that out. But let's jump into Cowboy Bebop episode 15. What's that?
Frozen
Fish.
Yeah, I saved these for evidence a while back, but huh? Hey, hold on.
Hey, careful!
Those things are poison. Spike's gonna hate it when I tell him about it.
Edward wants chocolate.
Guess I'll do it alone then.
I think Jent's really come around on Ed. Iron and Faye, I feel like, have a weird relationship as well. Like they're like a funny duo that we see a lot.
Really? Weren't you taught to clean up your own poop? Like bury it or something?
Where? Bury it where?
Whitney Haggis Matsumoto.
Whitney Haggis?
I wonder, do you want to know a secret about my past? Do you?
You're boring, Iron. My Funny Valentine. Oh, is this gonna be a Faye episode? Oh my gosh. What the fuck?
Does it look like the patient?
This guy looks like my dad.
Doctor, I believe.
With 30 million wulongs for the basic operation, in addition to 54 years of interest payments.
Jesus.
Add the hospital fees to that, and the total is 300,028,000.
Oh my god. The fuck is... Like...
I'm Whitney Haggis.
Why did that happen?
You're a lawyer.
Oh, a lawyer. That's why she remembers it.
What a lovely name. I think it suits you very well.
This guy's nice.
Water pot, that's a cellular phone. So
That's
I
a
remember
phone?
everything, really.
Looks like a toothbrush.
Everything except my own. I don't have a scratch. Back then, what do you mean?
The
How long?
accident, it was 54 years ago.
54 years
You were put
ago?
into a cold sleep. In other words,
Wow.
medical technology has finally advanced to a point where you could be fully cured and reawakened.
Interesting.
You might. I'm very serious, Faye.
Then I'm dreaming.
I didn't think there was this kind of backstory for Faye.
Listen
That's
to me.
crazy.
Here is 2 thermometer. You put the round in your mouth.
Liar! I think I'm gonna believe a load of blood pressure 40/75.
It's still low. You'll pass out, Faye. Oh, brother.
Damn, man. 54 years he was kind of dead for. In a sleep for. Oh my god, really? They've got like an alarm system outside the hospital so people can't escape? Oh my god. Yep, that's not on the ground.
Wait, come back here!
Careful being on the road. Oh, poor Faye.
Valentine, hello.
Oh. Don't worry, he's trying to help you.
Stay away from me!
What do you get by running away?
Yeah. He can help you.
I can't pay 300 million
Yeah, I know that's the big problem, but I think he's gonna help with that.
to revive me.
If you hang in there, you might meet someone wonderful.
She might have already met someone wonderful. This guy's nice. How is he gonna die in a horrible way? That makes me sad.
If you should die or if you forget yourself, they know who you are and where you're from.
What, everyone has one?
All the shooting stars are gone with all of our wishes.
Oh my gosh. She gets all the food she wants.
How could I will give me a key to love.
God damn.
Patient.
What do we do? Okay, remember,
Oh
surrender.
shit.
There's nothing you can do 'cause love's such a
Oh my god.
If we stay here, we'll both get caught. You better jump out and run.
So what do they expect her
I'll
to
meet you at the
do?
medical clinic.
How could she
Alright.
possibly have the money for them already?
Helping me.
Prince has to protect Sleeping Beauty. That's the way it works.
What? Is that real?
His instructions were to transfer all of his assets to you. If you give us a thumbprint here, everything he owns.
Oh.
He really did care.
So
That's really sad.
thumb.
And what did he have?
Why are all the numbers there in red?
Are they
Those
debts?
are all his debts, but they say debt is an asset.
His debts?
What the fuck? She gets more debt?
You have got to be kidding!
He died and left all his
See
debts
now
to
how
her?
stupid I- And his debt, well, it was a drop in the bucket compared to mine.
And listen.
How long were you in there listening, Spike?
Too long. Your story needs editing.
That's so good.
Changing. Last time you said you were a gypsy. Maybe you made this story up too.
Think what you like.
Welcome back!
There's a really interesting backstory
This
for
guy
Faye. I
has
really
a
liked
rep
it.
as a Don Juan. He's really just a cheap confidence.
He looks like
Girls fall
Whitney.
for him.
There's a snoozing. Jet is on the job.
Is it? It's not actually him, is it? Oh my god.
Whitney.
It is.
Long time no see.
Oh my gosh.
All right, she knows him, but why does she have to talk to him?
Did
all
he
the-
fake his death to
Apparently they're
give her
very
his
close.
debt?
We talk.
I couldn't ask for more than to have you hand me over to the police.
That's crazy. That's an
Think it's
insane
safe to leave him alone?
situation.
We're afraid she might let him escape or something.
Well, she'd have to have a heart to do that.
Don't because she.
Ms. Manley, prepare for rendezvous.
Yes, Doctor.
Okay, what's
I'm
gonna
glad
happen
I
here?
got to
Because
see
there's no
you
way
one
they get
last
paid.
time. Sleeping Beauty.
Yeah, this man tricks women. So, be careful.
Let's go.
You don't have to do this for me. It's too risky.
Oh my god. Yep, Faye went soft, just like Jet
They
said.
open the
Trying to get out.
She's helping him.
Wanna bet?
I'll give you.
Never make it. You can't squeeze two people in here.
Just don't breathe so much. Exhale or something. Rights to him and to the bounty that's on his head.
Is it just
Oh
me,
my
or did
God.
that not make any sense?
Just like I said, women don't work on reason.
See.
Oh! You idiot. Oh my god, don't fly like that past the police.
Thank you.
I want to know the truth. Tell me, who am I? Tell me where the lies. What are you
They're being
doing?
chased by the cops. Oh no, they're being chased by Jet and
Not
Spike.
careful, I'll hit the
Or
cockpit.
Spike specifically. This music is so good. Oh my god.
You know, you really are a big pain.
The amount of episodes where Faye is the antagonist is crazy. She works against us more than she works with
Who
us.
am I?
Are you sure you really want to know? It's going to be hard to swallow.
What do you mean?
I am.
Are you sure?
Who is she?
Who are you?
However, puberty is the only time to worry about things like
Is that the doctor?
Only people.
I've heard that voice before somewhere.
Here I am.
Sure seems that way.
You told me that doctor was dead.
Not dead. I mean, not completely.
How many
Oh my
lies are you gonna
gosh.
tell me before you're through?
Exploded. So you see, no one knows who you are or why you were put in a cryogenic
Damn,
state.
that sucks.
Is this guy a
That's
doctor or a
unsatisfying.
You're in a vehicle which has been reported stolen. State your department code now.
Shit.
I repeat.
You're on your own, Whitney. Take care of yourself.
Bye-bye, Whitney.
Well,
Wait.
He just came to tell us we don't have any answers.
He's your uncle?
Uncle? Oh my god. This guy's fucking a loser. Whitney's just lies upon lies upon lies.
I'll take my bounty right here and now.
Yes, please do.
That's better.
Oh my god, please tell me we're getting
And
paid.
good.
Well, there is one part that's true.
Even if we just get use the bounty to
That
pay
I
the
fell
debts.
in love with you while you were sleeping.
Okay,
I fell in love with Sleeping Beauty.
that's great, but you're weird
no,
now.
I'm lying.
That would be nice if you
Look who's here. You
weren't
must really
weird
want
as
me
fuck.
back.
18,800 reward.
You're kidding.
The smallest of the small fries.
Jesus.
So it wasn't 19,800. I kind of put an extra zero in there.
Well, that sucks. Oh my gosh. Wow, that was a good episode. We got to learn about Faye's backstory. It was like interesting story and also some nice little twists and turns, but also like partially unsatisfying. But at the same time, I think that's that's part of it, is like you don't get a true answer. How are you going to react to that? You know, like if Faye is in a position where she's, been told, hey, we don't really know your past and we can't really find out, how will you react to that? Will you keep moving forward with your life still, regardless? And it seems like, now maybe she's more at peace with that. So yeah, I liked it. I thought it was a good episode. Man, I think they did a good job with Whitney Higgins Matsumoto, right? Whitney Haggis, I think it's Haggis. Because he starts off as a classic knight in shining armor type dude, but then we just find out more and more throughout the episode that he's just lies on top of lies, and he's putting on this front. And it's just all piled up and all caught up to him by the end, which I think is first of all, they foreshadowed that at the start by having saying we're looking for a guy who cons women. I didn't even make that connection. I didn't even think about the fact. I did think when we were going to Faye's backstory, I of course was okay, well that means it's gonna tie into the actual story that's happening. So we're probably going to meet him in modern day or whatever. We're going to see someone related to her past in modern day. But I did not think that the guy who was conning women was him. So that's a decent little twist there, because it kind of just makes sense having it be a tragic thing of, oh, this guy was saving me, and he was a good guy, and then he dies in a car accident. But then there's the fucked up thing of him leaving her all his debt. So he quote unquote dies in the car accident, leaves all his debt to her. She has to have the burden of that, and not knowing who she is and being alone. And she, deals with that, and then years later finds that he's actually alive and, on the run, but on the run for all of the tricking of women that he's been doing. So he's been making his life out of conning women. It's very funny, the idea that he's that good at sort of seducing people and making people think he's the Prince Charming type guy, that he's made a career out of it. He's just cons women out of anything that he needs to. So yeah, it's very funny. But at the end, so they said here was your share of the 19,800. And then Jet said, I guess I added an extra zero or whatever. So that means it was 1,980. Firstly, isn't 19,800 already a very small bounty? Haven't the bounties in the past been quite a lot bigger than that? Was it just we really need any money right now, so we're gonna take this smaller bounty? Was that what was going on? Because normally they're taking major criminals, and this guy was just a random dude. But 19,800, if we're talking in yen, which, you know, I know this is Wulong, it's a fictional currency, but like I want to compare it to a real currency so that I can sort of figure out, you know, the scale of this. If we're talking yen, that would probably be around $200, I think. So like they were going to do this job for about $200, you know, get themselves some meals and continue on. And if you added an extra zero, it was actually 1,980, which would be like $20. So it seems like they probably had to split $20 between them. That's why Faye just gets like a coin at the end. So yeah, that is kind of funny. I really thought that they were going to be going for a bit, like he would have had a bigger bounty on him, and they would have used it to like pay off the remaining bits of her debt. Like maybe she's paid off a lot of her debt over time, and they like pay off the remaining bits. I don't know if she's still in debt. I imagine she is, right? So yeah, it's crazy. If she is still in debt, that's gotta fucking suck. It explains a lot of her personality. I mean, she reminds me a lot of Nami in One Piece, and that's one of the biggest compliments I can give this character, because I am a huge Nami fan. Nami is just someone I care about very, very much. But she like reminds me of Nami in the idea of like she had a debt to pay when she was young in her backstory, and because of that now she's like incredibly greedy and values money a lot, because like there was a time in her life where money was her entire life. Like that's the only thing she had to focus on to achieve her goals. So yeah, like I like that they have similar stories, because as I said, I love Nami and I love Faye. But yeah, anyway, I don't think there's anything else that I want to talk about, so that is Cowboy Bebop, episode 15. Thank you for joining me. Make sure to support this video if you can, liking, commenting, and subscribing, and go to my Patreon account if you want the full-length reaction, early access, and exclusive videos. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.